So, good morning, everybody. It is Monday. Thrilled that you're here. You start in child's pose, kind of with your head down, right? Starting to take away the things, the external stuff, maybe the stuff that you brought with you, stuff that you want to keep, don't want to keep. And as you start to just put attention on your breath and play this little game with yourself of how long can this inhale become and how long can the exhale really be, how full can it be. The reality is, in this particular class, and really, in my opinion, any yoga, there is nothing to see. It's only stuff to feel. So today, if you didn't bring an intention with you, maybe the intention is to really just feel it and forget about what it looks like or what anyone else looks like. Just what feels the best for you. So whether it's where you put your foot or your hand, your shoulder, or even your thoughts. So if you bump up against a thought that's not so fun, see if there's another one you can find. And really that's the only thing about this practice that I think is really kind of magical. So with that, maybe you walk your arms over to the right and you let your left arm reach a little farther and you slowly breathe. And you really challenge yourself to how much of your lung can you fill up. And then the exhale is how slowly can you let it all leave you. And let's just try that one more time, inhaling. And ideally, as you exhale, maybe loudly, stuff starts to soften a little. And then the hands walk over to the other side. You reach the right arm, softening the left a little bit. And you slowly breathe in so that you can kind of feel it on the back of your throat. You can feel your ribs open up. And then the exhale is full but steady, easy. That's a good word. Try one more, inhale. And on this exhale, really let some stuff soften with the ease of your exhale. And then the hands walk in front of you and they reach actively in front of you, right? So you find some space in your shoulders, lengthen your fingers. And then as you exhale, all of that seems to just drop down to the mat and it's kind of heavy, easy. Then the next inhale carries you up to a tabletop. Your hands are directly under your shoulders. You're really stacked. You feel solid. And if I were you, I'd close my eyes. Eliminating the external so you can feel more as you move through cat-cow. Dropping the chest, lifting the chin on the inhale. Really actively pushing the floor away, spreading your shoulder blades apart. But know that this is all personal. So you can turn your wrists around, you can spin your ankles around, you can shift into your shoulders, kind of depends on how you slept last night. It just, whatever your body is saying, hey, that feels good, or maybe I want to open up this joint a little more. And there's really no thinking involved, it's just feeling. And when you're ready, you'll come back to that really strong place. Lifted out of your wrists, belly is engaged. Your neck is long, you can feel the length of your neck. And then inhale, kick the right leg behind you. Now take the left arm, reach it forward. Try to draw it up by your ear. Eyes are still on the mat here. Inhale, get it longer. And then exhale, connect it under and see how round you can be. Inhale, make it long. Exhale, connect it under and round. Inhale, make it long. Exhale, really round it, draw your belly to your spine. Inhale, make it long. Float the hand out to the side, reach back, grab the outside of your foot, and lift up. And while you're here, take a full breath. Because when you do, your shoulder will release a little more, and then release it all down. Get steady and strong again, inhaling the left leg back. Find length in your hip, reach the right arm forward. Exhale, connect and round. Really take your chin too. Inhale, make it long. Exhale, really round and connect it. Inhale, make it long. You have one more. Make this one the most round. And then inhale, make it long. Float the arm to the side. Reach behind you. Grab the outside of the foot. Kick up high and stay here for just a breath. So you can really feel that loosening. And then let it come down. Perfect. Now let your head shake. Move it around. Heavy. Curl your toes underneath you. Send the hips up to the ceiling. And start to move around. So downward facing dog is this resting pose. And some find it more restful than others. So figure out where it feels good. Sometimes lifting out of your wrists. Sometimes pressing your chest to your thighs. Always unlocking your knees feels good. Letting your head be heavy and loose. And then shift up to the tippy toes. And then down to the right. So softly bending your right knee can help open your side body. You're still pressing into your thighs. And then inhale to the toes and over down to the left. Again, none of these poses are static. You can move even in here. And then inhale to the toes, shifting the heels down as low as you can, letting your head be as heavy as it can be. And then take a slow inhale, and as you exhale, begin to walk your feet forward. Staying in a forward fold, opening up your stance as wide as you want. A lot of times, the wider your feet, the easier this becomes. It feels better. The more you bend your knees and let your body just hang, the better it feels. So maybe you sway, maybe you grab opposite elbows. Sometimes it's nice to interlace your hands behind you and open up your chest, pressing your palms. Just whatever feels right for you. And then arms come into the middle and you put a deep knee bend in the left knee. Left fingertips touch the floor, the right ones go up, and if you want to hover your hand off the ground, you can feel that your spine actually goes longer towards the front wall, so that the exhale you can really unravel your shoulder behind you. So take a wrap if you like. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, right hand down. Right knee bends, left leg straight, left arm up, and play around with where your hand is. You'll find that you find more space. Exhale, take a wrap. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands to the floor and hang. Heavy. Then walk your feet together so that your toes touch. See if you can be so heavy that your forehead is really close to your shins. And then take a half lift and inhale, legs straight, back straight. And then exhale, melt back down into your shins. This inhale, bring yourself way high, reach up, sweep your arms up, and then forward fold, exhale all the way down. Inhaling, half lift. Exhaling, melting down. Inhale, reach up higher, get taller. Again, this is that rhythm. Exhale, forward fold. It's really the rhythm of your own inhales and exhales. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, melt and be heavy. Inhale, reach all the way up, maybe even a slight back bend. And then swan dive, hinging from your hips, unlocking your knees as you get there. Inhale, half lift. And on this exhale, place your hands on the mat fully, shoulder width apart. Feet go back to a high plank. So if you ever want to be on your knees, that's fine. But what you want to feel is this strength, this lift from your wrists, this press from your heels, the engagement of your core. And then inhale, shift beyond your wrists slightly. Exhale, ride it down to a hover. Inhale, let your toes unravel, up dog, shoulders low. Exhale, back over the toes, downward facing. Perfect. So that's the flow. We do lots, and they're always optional. But they should be done to the rhythm that you like. So try one. Inhale to the top of a push-up. You take the rest. One breath, one movement, your time. And then inhale the right leg up. Let your knee bend, drop your foot. Either let gravity take over or maybe circles, but whatever you do, breathe and press your chest to your thighs. Head is heavy. Inhale, leg to straight. Exhale, send it through to the right hand. Spin down the back heel. Inhale, arms up by your ears, but shoulders drop low. So here you want to find your arch in your back foot and lift it off the ground. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Step back and flow, high to low. Really good. Then inhale, left leg high. Knee bends, just drop the foot. See if you can be here breathing, either moving your knee or most importantly, both equal hands, right? So your hands are pressing equally on the floor. And then inhale it back up to straight. Exhale, send it through, steady. Inhale, rise. Shoulders fall and you settle into your warrior one, noticing your back foot, lifting the arch off the mat. Take a big reach up through the rib cage. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back and flow. Right on. And the inhale sends the right leg up. The exhale steps through. Inhale, rise. Shoulders are low. And then you'll glide, warrior two. So here you might move your feet to a place that's more comfortable. You might notice that both arches are lifting off the ground and feel your tailbone really strongly rooting to the ground. Take a big inhale, and on the exhale, windmill all the way through your flow. Exhale rides you down, the inhale rides you up, and then the exhale back over the toes. Right on. Inhaling, left leg up. Exhale, send it through. Inhale, rise. Find your feet and glide, warrior two. So after you've figured out your feet, maybe you lower your shoulders so you can feel space in your neck. And then the windmill sends you through your flow. One breath, one movement, easy. It's kind of a soft breathing, even though it's full. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, send it through. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. So find your feet where you like them, it's so important. And then flip the palm, exhale forward. Inhale up and back, staying here for a full breath so that you can feel the extension and the opening of your ribs. And when you're ready, you'll inhale back and windmill all the way through on the exhale. Right on. Inhaling the left leg up. Sending it through slowly. Inhale, rise. Exhale, glide. Inhale, palm flips. Exhale, go forward. Inhale, touch the ceiling. And reach up high to the back wall. And take a breath. Inhaling back to warrior two. And then the windmill sends you all the way through that flow, high to low. And from downward facing dog, just take a slow inhale through the nose and maybe a loud exhale. And then you'll walk, step, or float your feet to the middle of your mat, come up to standing. See if you can draw your feet together so you can feel them touch. There's a little bump of light between the heels, but your thighs are really hugging each other, right? Rooting your tailbone. Inhale, arms up over your head sideways, palms touch. Interlace your fingers, press your palms together, and then lower your shoulders so that you can feel that they're hugging your spine. So the inhale comes up through the kneecaps, the belly, the chest, and then the exhale sends you over all the way to the right corner. So as you're here for, 10 or so breaths, the key is to make them easy. And there's lots of things that can be considered. specifically movement. So allowing yourself the ability to sway. It's kind of like, that saying they say, bend, don't break. So allow yourself to be that branch in the wind that kind of goes with it instead of fights against it. Sometimes it's in the neck and the chin, so notice that your chin is level. Sometimes it's the shoulders that creep up a little too high, so lower those down. Sometimes it's your belly and your tailbone, so make sure those are strong and steady. And you have about 2 or 3 more breaths, knowing that you can back up a half an inch, go higher so you can go over more, and it's creating so much space. Left hip is pushing over for 3, 2, bringing it back to center, recentering and lowering the shoulders again, root the tailbone, inhale, lift up, exhale over to the back, left. So one of the other things to consider in this pose is that sometimes we have a tendency to kind of try to bend ourselves in half, but it's really more of an up and over. So imagine a barrel on your left, and you have to go over the barrel before you can get on the other side of it. So by allowing that lift first and then taking it over, you have this massive stretch on the right side, and the ribs are opening with every inhale, and you're creating space with every exhale. And it's easy, so let your jaw soften, let your gaze soften. Nothing serious going on here. Let even your thoughts soften. For 3, 2, bring it back to center. Let your head fall back, shake it around, give it a second, but draw it back up through your arms so you're actually looking forward. That'll keep your neck alignment perfect. Know that you can use a supported back bend anytime you wish, but the legs will stay strong as you inhale, lift up through your belly. Exhale, go back, lift up. Your sternum is trying to touch the ceiling wherever you are. 3, easy breath. 2, slow rise, and then forward fold all the way down. Shaking it out, squatting down. Anything that makes you feel better. So trying to mindfully let go of whatever tension you just intentionally put in your back. So now the feet separate out about 6 or 7 inches, and you bend your knees as much as you can so that you're literally touching your thighs with your chest. Slide your hands in from the front so you're fully stepping on your entire hand. So if you're going to go for your hand, it's key to have your toe where your watch would be. So you get a deep bend. Now relax. Let everything just drop. Perfect. And this is important. Exhale and pull your belly in first. And then inhale, pull the elbows out to the side. Straighten the knees. The more you pull your belly in on your exhale, the higher your tailbone will go. Shake your head for 1 more breath. 3, 2, awesome. Release your hands, turn them to the front wall, walk your feet together. Squeeze your knees and sit down in a little tiny chair. As you draw your arms up by your ears, lower your shoulders into your back pockets. Good adjustment. Exhale, reach back, root your tailbone. Inhale, arms come up, collarbones are open. Exhale, reach back. You're doing fine. Inhale, arms come up, sit as low as you like, doesn't matter. Exhale, reach back, belly strong. This inhale, all the way up, standing. And then swing, right arm underneath the left. So your goal here is to get as much skin to touch. And you can feel the compression in your elbows, nested. Sit low. Inhale the right knee up, over, and behind. So yes, it is the goal to get your foot behind your calf, but it's more of a goal to get skin to skin. So if it doesn't go there, just try to press everything together. Lean back, sit down, relax your jaw, take 2 breaths. Complete your exhale, and on your inhale, get really tall, arms come up. Exhale, swing left under right, wrapping up like a rope. Sit low. Inhale the left knee up, over, and maybe behind. But remember, the alignment of your knees and your elbows and the the amount of skin-to-skin contact that you have. Those are the two most important. And of course, you have to breathe. So sit low, lean back, 2 breaths. Really good. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Palms face the back wall. This opens your chest. Exhale, sit low in a chair. Lift your chest high. Root your tail. Exhale, swing back. Long spine. Eyes on the floor, about 4 feet in front. Inhale, come on up with your arms. Exhale, reach back long. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, maybe graze the floor as you go. Inhale, arms come up, palms touch. Pull your arms back by your ears. Lift your heels as high as you wish, as high as you can. Squeeze your knees for 3, 2. Beautiful. Stand tall. Exhale, forward fold. All the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, move through a flow, or just meet back in downward facing dog. Whichever's best for you. And you'll walk your hands back towards your feet. Slowly rise. Perfect. So toes are touching. That's kind of important. You're standing tall, and if you like, sometimes it's helpful to take a breath with your eyes closed. You'll get a little wobbly at first, but it goes away pretty quickly when you identify the muscles in the back of your body. You can't see them, but they are kicking. So the inhale, when you open your eyes, will take your right knee directly in front of your right hip. And again, allow yourself a little bit of playroom. You can't get this wrong. You really can't. But you can get it more right. Yeah? So figuring out how, if you're shifted into a hip, how do you level your hips? Well, maybe you lift up your kneecap. How do you level your shoulders? Maybe you stand really tall. And you might want to practice this. It's a good place to be. If you're ready and your standing leg is not wobbly, maybe you go for the knee. If you're really ready, maybe you start to come down for the ball of the foot. But this knee stays directly in front of your hip. It doesn't go up or down. If you have the foot, maybe you kick forward, opening the chest, and then rounding forehead to knee. For 3, 2, step down, arms come up, left toes to the back wall, right toes to hands to the front wall, excuse me. So again, pull your arms up by your ears. It will make you longer and stronger as you breathe. For 3, 2, nice. Bring it back up and reset. The right 2 fingers and thumb pick up the right big toe or the knee. So if you had to bend over to get your toe, before you go anywhere, you have to realign your body. It is important that you move from a place of alignment, not just in yoga, right? So getting up tall, finding this stability, finding there's an ease here, and once you found it, you might kick forward, or you might take your knee off to the side. You also might lose the ease, and you know that you can get it back very quickly by just breathing. So take all the time you need. Stand really tall. For 3, 2, send the leg back into the center. Reach both arms as high as you can. Kick as high as you can. 3, 2, and then step down, slowly hinging right into warrior 3. Your body is like a seesaw. It's one straight line. Arms are behind you, then they come to your chest, hands come to your chest. Reach forward, pull the arms up by the ears, get your back activated. 3, 2, really nice. Bring it back up, resetting. Left elbow bends at left hip, palm will face up, always. So your palm will always face outside. Drop your hand down, grab the inside of the foot or ankle without turning your wrist. Did I? Right hand, right. You're on the right. Did I say left? Yep. Sorry. I was just seeing if you were paying attention. So line up your knees. Left arm goes up to the ceiling. And how do you know if you're aligned? Well, you can feel your knees touching. you can feel your bicep on your ear. So you are steady. And there's something to be said about getting this alignment. Again, moving from a place of alignment makes everything easier. So find it before you start kicking, or stay here and work through it and practice it. So if you feel aligned and steady, maybe that's when you start to kick. So wherever you choose, 3 full breaths. Really cool. On the inhale, the arms come all the way out. Exhale all the way down. And move through a flow, high to low, up to down. Perfect. Walk your hands back towards your feet, and we will do the same on the left. So find mountain pose. Again, coming from a very centered spot, everything kind of gets a little easier. So inhale, the left knee directly in front of the left hip. Figure out what can you adjust so you feel steady and level and engaged. Remember, this is the foundation of your house. So sometimes we have to do some remodeling. So if that's you today, stay here. It's awesome. Otherwise, you might come around the knee or maybe come down to the foot. Trying to keep the knee directly in front of the hip. And if you do have your foot, you'll kick forward. And the belly draws in on the exhale as you start to round forehead to knee. For 3, 2, slowly come up, step down on the left, arms come up, right toes hit the back wall, fingers hit the front, arms come up by your ears to activate your back, ears long and straight for 3, 2, slowly rise and reset. Perfect. Left 2 fingers and thumb pick up the left big toe or the knee. So give yourself the first couple breaths to really notice how aligned am I. Can I roll my left shoulder back and get taller? Can I use my core to feel steadier? So keep in mind, you want to hold on to something. Don't look at Mark. You want to hold on to something. Don't let it just hang out there. So if you want to kick, you can kick. If you want to just open like a gate from the knee, that's good too. Either way, you're still looking for the alignment from the shoulders to the hip and the height in your spine for 3, 2. Float your left leg in the center, reach both arms high, kick as high as you can, lean slightly forward, and then step down on the left and float right into Warrior 3. Press your heel to the back wall, reach your arms to the back wall, but hands come to chest, and now you reach to the front wall and the back wall at the same time. Equal. 3, 2, slowly come up. Really nice. Left elbow bends at left hip, palm faces up. Keep in mind you won't turn your wrist. Grab the inside of the foot or ankle. The right arm comes all the way high. So your hand will always be facing that outside. So take maybe the first 2 or 3 breaths to really kind of play a game with yourself. How aligned am I? You can't get it wrong, so you don't have to worry. All you can do is make it more right. Now is the place where you and only you get to choose what you'd like to do. For the next 3 breaths, maybe you stay or maybe you kick. Really cool. Bring it back up on the inhale. Big exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, move through a flow, meeting back in downward facing dog. Or if you need a sip of water, that works too. So if you need a little break, this is a good spot. We're going to move through some flows. If you're familiar with it, switch your mind off. If you're not, don't worry about it. It comes. So if you find that you're ready to go, you'll find yourself in downward facing dog. And I encourage you to use the rhythm of your breath, regardless of whatever I ask. So if you're in the middle of an inhale and it changes and you haven't caught up, stick with you. Always better to stick with you. So inhale, the right leg high. Exhale, send it through. The inhale, you rise, warrior one. Glide, warrior two on your exhale. Perfect. Flip the palm, hinge forward, go up, back, lots of breath here. Bring it back to warrior two. Chin goes to the back wall, side angle. Elbow to knee or hand to floor, either way. The left arm's reaching so far to the front wall, find space and length. Left hand comes down, spin up on the back toe. Right arm goes all the way up. Lean back and exhale as you wrap. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, circle around, coming down to the elbow. Maybe you want to drop to your knee. That's cool. Let your head drop. But in this pose, try to keep your right knee hugging in towards your shoulder. Perfect. Place the hands on the inside of your foot. Spin the back heel on an angle, a deeper side angle. Left arm goes up. Take a wrap or maybe a bind, either way. But you notice that you have equal weight on both feet. And then come around to a low lunge. Hands start at your chest, shoulders over hips so you're upright. Get tall and then twist. Left elbow past the knee. So stay here for a breath as you guide your shoulders away from your ears, maybe allowing your twist to get a little deeper. Breathe. And then release your hands to the floor. Step back. Move high to low, up to down. Beautiful. Inhaling the left leg all the way up. Sending it through to warrior one. Inhale, you rise. The exhale, you glide. The inhale flips the palm. Exhale forward. Inhale up and back. Fill your lungs with air. Bring it back to warrior two. Turn your chin to the back wall, just seeing if you're paying attention. Elbow to knee for side angle. Right arm goes way high. Maybe the left hand goes to the floor. Right arm reaches way far over. Get long. Right hand comes down, spin up on the back toe. Left arm goes up high. Lean back. Exhale, wrap. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, circle around, come to the elbow, maybe the knee. Let your head fall, take a breath. And again, see if you can hug your knee into your shoulder. And just breathe. So good. Place your hand on the inside of the foot, spin the back heel down, a deeper side angle. So take it slow, reach the right arm up, wrap, or maybe bind. Your top shoulder, if you can lean it back, you open your chest more, it's easier to breathe. And then come to a low lunge in the center. Shoulders start over your hips, so your spine is tall to begin with. Then take the wrap, and then try to pull your shoulders down away from your ears, guiding your hands in the center of your chest. Perfect. Hands to the mat. Step your foot back, move through a flow. High to low. Then the inhale sends the right leg up. Send it through to warrior two. So here, find your feet. Even if you have to move them, doesn't matter. Once you've found them, then straighten the front leg. Turn your toes inward. Flip the palms upward. A back bend. So feel that your shoulders are rolling into your pockets and then forward fold all the way down. Get your ankles or your feet or your calves. It really doesn't matter as long as you're kind of not forcefully but pulling your body towards your thighs. It helps here to keep your belly pulled in. It helps to lift your chin just a little bit. And it helps to breathe a lot. And then when you're ready, exhale, and then inhale, float back up, warrior two. Left hand comes to the mat, spin around for a side plank on the left. Right arm goes up to the ceiling. Maybe it reaches to the front wall, knowing that you can do any kind of side plank that you like. Float the foot, flip your dog, whatever you want. Take 2 breaths. Right on. Then place your hand on the mat. Hang out in a plank just for some strength. That's awesome. Or maybe some push-ups. About 5 of them. And then move through a flow, wherever you are. And then you'll inhale the left leg up. Send it through to warrior 2. So again, find your feet. Your body is different on each side, so find your feet where you like them. And then straighten the front leg. Turn the toes in. Palms now come behind you. Press your palms together so you can really feel your palms touching. Lift up for that back bend, and then exhale forward, fold all the way over. So keeping your hands pressed together, let your head shake around, let your body sway. The reality is your shoulders will open when you let them, not when you force them. So if you can try to be easy here, you might notice that your arms will drop a little lower. And then float back up, find warrior 2. Now the right hand spins, left arm goes up, side plank on the right. Again, this is all you. But ideally you're feeling your rib cage open up, you're feeling strong, and you can feel your core. And then put your hand on the floor. Pause for strength or 5 push-ups. Totally up to you. Then you'll move through a flow. So from downward facing dog, take a slow inhale through your nose. Open up your mouth, let something out. And then inhale the right leg high. Exhale, send it through, warrior 1. Then glide, warrior 2. Now straighten your front leg, flip your palm, hinge forward, go up, back, reverse triangle. Big breath. Both legs are straight. Bring it back to neutral arms, shift forward, hand to shin, left arm goes to the ceiling. Again, both legs are straight. Left arm reaches to the front wall, bottom hand might meet the top for some core. And then hands to the floor, back foot steps in a little bit. Inhale, just a half lift spine. Exhale, forward fold right over your straight leg. Nothing to do but hang, so let your head be heavy. Left hand stays low, right arm goes high. Again, know that you can float the hand off the ground. Sometimes it gets your spine longer. Exhale, wrap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, back leg lifts, balancing in warrior 3. So all you got to do is breathe and focus. Hands to your chest, hands to the floor, standing splits. Right hand, right calf or ankle. Left toes go to the ceiling as much as you can. Let your head fall. Then release the right hand, flex your back foot. Left arm goes up. Just hang on. Just breathe. Then rotate, easy, slow. Warrior 3, hands to chest. Left hand down. Right arm high. 3, 2, perfect. Hands to the mat. Step back and flow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, send it through, warrior 1. Glide open, warrior 2. Front leg to straight, palm flips, hinge forward, up, back, reverse triangle. Lift from your waist. That's it. Back to neutral arm, shift forward. Hips go to the back wall, left hand down, right arm high. Reach long, maybe the bottom hand meets the top. Hands to the mat, Back foot steps in. Inhale, long spine, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, just heavy. So your legs are straight, but your head is loose and heavy. Right hand stays low, left arm goes up. You can hover your hand off the ground if it makes you longer in your spine, and then wrap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hand down. Here we go. Back leg lifts. Arms go back. All the time in the world here. Hands to chest. Standing splits. Left hand, left calf or ankle. Forehead to shin. Let's let your head be loose. Left hand releases to the floor. Right arm goes up. Back foot flexes. Take your time. Slow rotate all the way around. Hands to chest. Right hand down. Left arm high. 3, 2. Hands to the mat. Step back and flow. Awesome. Gets easy from here. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, send it through to crescent. So in crescent, you're on the back toe, the arms are really high, but the shoulders are low. And then guide your back knee to the floor. Relax your foot in the back. Opposite elbows is nice. Another way to do this is to place your right fingertip on the ground and lift up through the left. But just make sure that your body is upright. And then bring it back to center. Go to the other side. Big inhale, lift up. And then come back into the middle. And maybe you get to choose whatever kind of back bend you like. So sometimes it's with your arms up. Sometimes it's supported. Sometimes a nice bind feels good. So again, just breathe. Big full breath right here. Awesome. And then start to work your way through some splits. So pushing your heel slightly forward to the point at which you feel tension, that's pretty much the stop point. So there's no reason to force your muscles open. Allow your breath to tell you when you just stay there for a little while and breathe. You might find that it softens. When you feel ready, you'll walk that foot off to the edge of your mat. Keep it kind of in front of you for twisted monkey. Tip the knee out to the side. Roll your right shoulder all the way back so your collarbones are facing the ceiling. In other words, you are looking at the ceiling. And then you'll know whether or not to reach back and grab the foot behind you. But totally up to you. You take your right hand and grab your back foot. There you go. And then find pigeon. So pigeon, your right knee will go somewhere near your right wrist. Back leg is out long behind you. My best tip for pigeon is allow your arms to fall anywhere they want behind you. Anytime you're on your elbows in pigeon, you're kind of fighting yourself. Your shoulder is connected to your hip, and so if you're on your elbows, your shoulder is still engaged. So take a few deep breaths here. Again, remember back to the beginning where you took those really slow inhales with a lot of attention and intention. So take 2 of those right here. And then complete your exhale. Place your hands on the mat. Move through the second to last flow of the day. Again with that full attention on your breath and how long can it be. And then inhale the left leg up, sending it through to crescent. And then guide the knee to the floor. Relax your back toes. Opposite elbows is nice. You lean over to the left. Just try to keep your chest upright. And then now over to the right. Right on. And then into the middle where you'll take a back bend. Maybe this back bend is different. Maybe you choose a different way and feel something different. And then straighten the front leg by shifting back and deciding how deep of a split would you like. And really, there's no right or wrong. It's just a matter of when you start to feel tension, if you can't ease up with your breath, then that's just your stop point. Perfect. And then walk that foot off to the edge. Kind of keep it a little in front of you. It's easier that way. Tip the knee off to the side. Take your left shoulder, roll it back so you're looking up at the ceiling. And now you'll take your left foot, hand, and grab the back foot if you wanted to. Not necessary, it's just a great quad stretch. And sometimes it's not comfortable. Sometimes it's awesome. Perfect. And then you'll come back around, finding pigeon now on the left. Knowing you can modify pigeon by where you place your knee. So if it's on the outside of your wrist, it's a little deeper. If it's on the inside of your hand, a little less. And again, see if you can come off those elbows. Just allowing everything to just soften, be heavy. So even if your arms are just kind of hanging on the ground, that's a good place. And about 2 really slow breaths. How long can you make the inhale? How full can you make the exhale? And then you'll slowly round yourself up, going through the last flow of the day. One last high to low, up to down. And then you'll find child's pose. Dropping down, taking a few breaths just to see where you are. Noticing any differences than when you first started, if you feel looser, a little longer, a little lighter, hopefully. And then roll yourself up, laying on your back for one set of bridge or wheel. Your feet will come next to you so that you can kind of touch them. So place your feet where your fingertips can touch them. That's a good gauge of where they should be. And then inhale, hips up to the ceiling. If you prefer wheel, your hands go over your shoulders. So if you're in bridge, you might interlace your hands underneath you and press your palms together, actively reaching for your heels. Take 2 full breaths wherever you are right here. And then walk your spine down one little tiny bone at a time. Pull your knees into your chest. Roll around. Perfect. Feet go up to the ceiling. With control, lower them down to the floor. Once they get to the floor, arms come up over your head, and it is a double exhale that brings you to a fully seated position. So you can roll over onto your stomach. Hands go right next to your rib cage, elbows draw closely to your body, shoulders kind of push down. Notice the length in your neck here. We want to try to keep that. Feet zip up, heels connect. Inhale, lift your chest slightly. Push your feet down into the floor and squeeze your legs together. Then inhale a little bit higher. And then let your left ear drop to the ground, or right, doesn't matter. Everything gets heavy, so just let everything fall. This time, take your hands behind you in a bind, pressing your palms together, lower the shoulders again, zip the legs up. Everything is lifting. So chest comes up, thighs come up, heels touch. You're reaching for your heels with your hands. Lift a little bit higher on an inhale. And on an exhale, let everything drop. The next one is floor bow. If you like that, you reach behind you, grab the inside of your feet or ankle. If you prefer, go into upward facing dog, either way. Wherever you land, this pose, either way you do it, asks that you try to reach your head with your feet. So kick your feet up, try to connect your head and your feet as best you can. It'll happen someday, I promise. Keep trying. Push back, child's pose. So it's a complete U-turn. You just bent your spine one way and now you're relaxing it the other. When you're ready, you'll slowly come up. Send the right leg out to the side. Bend the left knee. Place your foot on your inner thigh and get tall. So as always, finding the alignment first makes the pose easier. So find that tall spot and then reach out over to the leg. So going beyond the ball of the foot, even if it means you bend your knee, it's all good. So staying here for 2 breaths, make them steady and slow. Relax your shoulders and draw your body towards your thighs. Slowly coming back up, sending the other leg out. Get tall first. So find the height in your spine. Reach the arms tall and then reach beyond your foot. The reality is it doesn't matter. Flexibility, in my opinion, is overrated. If you found a stretch, awesome. That's the whole point. So whether you are beyond your foot or not, if you're feeling a stretch, then you've made it. Slowly bring yourself back up. Place the soles of the feet together. Either grab your toes or come in from the heels underneath and lift your heels, and then push your chest forward to the front wall. The goal here is that you're keeping your spine straight. Feels like your collarbones are opening to the front wall and your knees are lowering down little by little because you're just breathing. You're not really struggling. You're not really pushing. Just the power of your breath is relaxing the muscles around your hips. Slowly bring yourself back up. Send the legs out in front of you. Shake them out a little bit. That always feels good. And then get tall. Reach high. And then extend all the way out, trying to pull your shoulders back so you can get more length. We'll stay here for 2 breaths as you draw your body closer to your feet. The inhale gets you there. The exhale just makes the space so you can go. When you're ready, you'll come back up. Turn around if you like. Don't turn around, it doesn't really matter. But find yourself an inversion that makes sense for you. So sometimes it's just feet in the air without support. It's a great core strengthener. If you have a block, my favorite is to put it underneath your tailbone. If you like shoulder stands, use your core to get yourself up there. And start to walk your elbows in more closely together. You'll get taller. And then sometimes it feels good just to send the feet down to the floor behind you. Maybe bend your knees, let it be easy. And then bring some attention to your jaw and just relax. Slowly round yourself up, take your time, and slowly let your legs find the floor. And as you do, Draw your right knee into your right rib cage. Give it a nice big pull. Using your left hand, guide your knee across the body to the left. Notice that your shoulders are still flat on the ground. It makes no difference where your knee ends up, as long as you feel the twist. And here, take a slow inhale, and maybe a loud, slow exhale. And then bring it back to the middle. Changing sides, the left knee comes in. Guides across your body. Your spine is warm, so this is a great time to open it. Big slow inhale here. Loud, long exhale. And then coming back into the middle, giving yourself permission to go wherever you want to go that is the best and most comfortable place. So it might be on your back, it might be on your side, you might throw a towel over your eyes. It's really anything. Your hands can be anywhere. The idea is that you are feeling heavy and soft and supported. As you start to settle into this, use your exhales to soften muscles, even like the muscles in your scalp. If you bring your awareness to them, your focus to them, you can actually let them go. Muscles in your jaw, the shoulders drop. The belly softens, feet get heavy, hands get heavy. You've done all the work. Everything required of you is done. The only thing left is to let it find a space. And the more still your body and your mind can be, the space opens up for ease. And the longer you stay here in this ease, the more filled you get with it, and therefore the more you can use it. So I hope you hang out here for a while. And when you do get up, I hope you have a really great day and know that you are very important in my world. Namaste, everybody.